Hey, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon.
Hello.
Hey, Tracy.
Hi.
Hey, Tracy, Jen.
Hello.
We can hear you. All right, I think we have pretty much everybody here. I'm going to go ahead and take a roll call so we can get started. Okay, real estate and records is here. Parks and Parkways.
Here.
Sewage and Water Board.
Here.
Department of Public Works.
Here.
HDLC.
Here.
Entergy.
Here.
Hi, Jeremy. And and CPC.
Here.
That's Stephen and Nord.
Here. Dave Monson.
Hi, Dave. And I received a message that Renee from VCC cannot join us today due to a conflict. And Todd Breckman from Safety and Permits also has a conflict today. So just keep that in mind with your comments. So let's get right to it. Ashley, could you read the item while I pull it up, please? Okay, this should be item number 1, which is 931 Evelina Street. Could you, I guess Ashley's having a connection problem. Hold on 1 second and
I'm back. I'm here.
Okay, what is the consideration for item number 1?
Okay. Consideration for item number 1 is a request for a servitude of air and ground rights for steps, landings, and railings over the Evelina Street right-of-way adjacent to the 5th Municipal District, Square 114, Lot 1 and 2. The municipal address is 931 Evelina Street. I'm not sure if the property owner is here. I don't see him here.
Okay, so it's the steps on. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any comments?
Oh, I do, Jen. The property owner just sent in some updated plans showing a measurement of the sidewalk.
Okay.
I can send those to you. And also I can forward those to the committee.
I think that would be the information that we need. Don't you agree?
What is the width?
Not wide enough.
Okay, I'm sending those over now.
All right, sorry, you guys, bear with us. People sending stuff in at the last minute. That's not cool.
Well, I didn't want them to miss the deadline, so I just got them on.
I understand.
In the meantime, looks like the HDLC wrote a permit for this work back in November for landing and handrails.
You know, what's been presented in the plans that we have don't seem to match what's out there. I don't know if HDLC verified any of that.
Okay, so I just got it from Ashley. Sorry about the delay, everyone.
So this is to build a landing at the front door? Because that's what we approved back in November.
All right. I think there's a stoop there, no, not a stoop, but 3 steps that goes up to the front door.
Right.
Is this a new house? Because there's not a 3-foot awning on this house.
The house I'm seeing looks pretty old.
I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't look like plans.
Jen, can you scooch in a little bit? Because I can't read it and I don't have the plans.
Ashley, sorry, I was trying to go to the Google images for Lewis. I can go back to the,
Go for Lewis. It's okay.
no,
You don't need to do it for me. I mean, I can see it, but I mean, they're showing the sidewalk being 3 feet from the house, same as the eave of that roof. And that's just not the case. Doesn't look anything like that. I mean, this is just another fantasy plan that we get sometimes.
okay, so Lewis, since I'm not looking at it, let me pull it up so that I know what you're talking about, because I don't know how to resolve this without. So what you're saying is what?
What I'm saying is that this doesn't seem to match existing conditions of what they're saying. I mean, what I'm looking at is a fire hydrant, a 4-foot brick sidewalk that's basically against the house, or I mean, basically under the, overhang of this roof,
Yeah.
along with these, very short stairwell. And it seems like they're acting like there's a 3-foot overhang on this house and everything's going to fit neatly under it, and the sidewalk isn't under the overhang of the house, and that can all fit behind an existing catch basin. The catch basin is only 5 feet from the house, there's a fire hydrant that's 5 feet or 6 feet from the house, you know, so none of this is really,
Don't seem correct. I agree.
yeah. So I mean, it's just a made up, it's a made up plan, you know?
Is anybody else looking at the street view? Or do you want me to pull up the street view to see what I'm talking about? Does anybody else? I mean, what would be a solution to this, Louis? We would ask them to provide stamped plans from a licensed surveyor.
I don't need anything stamped. I just need an accurate drawing. You know, I mean, they've been called out. You know, I don't know who drew this, but you know, unless that street has been rebuilt or the house has been rebuilt recently, maybe it has. You know, maybe you know, a year ago on Street View is too much. You know?
Ashley, have you had a conversation recently with the owner?
Not about the plans, only just to add those measurements of the right of way. And I didn't communicate directly with the architect. So, but I can get their information and connect them with DPW.
I mean, just have them send you a picture of the front of the house. You know, I just can't imagine. I don't have anything that's
It's not, I mean,
rebuilt, you know.
just eyeballing it. I mean, I'm struggling to bring up street view. It doesn't matter except between us, I guess. So, does anybody else have any comments? We're gonna just, I think I'll be making a motion to withdraw this one due to inaccurate plans.
Sounds good.
All right. Any comments from anybody else? Okay, we're
If
gonna
they
move on.
end up- you can hear me, Jennifer?
Yes, I can hear you.
Should anything have to change, they'll have to come back to us. The picture that they sent us of the house is pretty clear, but not of the sidewalk. And just looking at what we approved, it looks like the landing was not supposed to take up too much of the sidewalk, but
That'd be impossible
at-
based on street
yeah.
view.
yeah, so if anything has to change, they have to come back to us.
I mean, even the drawing of the house is not accurate to the house, you know. So
Okay, well, sorry, Mr. Owner. We're moving on then to number 2. Ashley, could you read it while I try to bring it up?
Okay, this is a request for a servitude of air rights for an awning over the Franklin Avenue right-of-way adjacent to the 3rd Municipal District Square 255 Lot 1. And the municipal address is 805 Franklin Avenue or 2601 Dauphine Street. And I've already confirmed with HGLC that that existing gallery, that wraparound gallery and the balcony on, I guess the Burgundy Street side, they're historic and they're proposing a new awning and also some sidewalk modifications on the Franklin Avenue side in between the 2 existing encroachments.
Okay, do we have any comments concerning the,
This is under review with the HDLC. Looks like they went to commission, and we may be waiting for final drawings. It's not too specific. But it does say approved at commission, so I'm supposing we're waiting for final drawings.
My only comment that you could relay back to them maybe is they're indicating new accessible ramps, new ADA ramps on the corner. Unless there's some pressing reason why. I mean, we just rebuilt those corners, so you know, they certainly don't need to replace them. They could just tie into them.
Hi, this is the applicant.
Hey. You just faded out.
Sorry, can you hear me?
you're very low volume.
Can you hear me now? Sorry, I'm trying to increase my volume somehow.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so the reason that we are proposing this is mainly to provide ADA access to the building by modifying the sidewalks along Franklin Avenue. And as part of that, it would require to modifying those existing ADA access ramps to the street to also better align with the ADA crosswalks.
Okay, so you're trying to you need to raise it to get into those doors near the corner.
That's correct. We're trying to increase to get to about 10 inches of increased height. The building will be raised as part of flood mitigation as well as provide level landings.
You need to raise the bottom of those two doors at the corner 10 inches.
The entire building will be lifted and then the first floor rebuilt.
Do you have an entrance? Will you have an accessible entrance at that first door?
The goal is to have 2 accessible entrances to the property.
Which 2?
And all of these openings are going to change. That middle building will be demolished and rebuilt as a 2-story structure.
Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing, all right, so I got 2 out swinging. Let's see, hold on. Let me look at your new plans. All right, so look, okay, I got you. All right, I see the slope going up.
Do they
All
show
right,
it
I mean,
going
I don't want to
down?
have to hammer it too much in on this one, but we'll need to work. It's possible. We need to work a little more, I think, on with you, just making sure we get these small areas fixed up. And I don't know if you're going to be able to do 2 ramps on the corner anymore. We may just have to go to 1 ramp or something. Although I see you got oh shoot, you got a post, you got some kind of column on the corner, huh?
On the corner, there's a traffic signal access cover that's kind of conflicting with our proposed ramp as well as a traffic signal.
I mean, in front of that corner entrance, you're trying to make that accessible.
You also have
No,
light poles.
Hold on.
The corner entry would not be an accessible entry, so the ramp would ramp up on Franklin, so the entry would be further away from Dauphine Street.
And you're going to have to ramp back down to existing grade for everybody else?
That's correct. And so we have about 100 feet of frontage on Franklin, so the idea is to ramp up and then back down.
How high would how high are you proposing your curb to get?
If you go to the proposed plan, it's called out there. It would be about close to 12 inches.
And then you're going to have a drop. You're going to ramp all the way from the street up. You're going to, with a new building, you're probably going to need to have street trees in there somewhere.
I don't see that as possible to put any street trees there.
Oh.
There's galleries, there's utility poles and traffic signals, and the
Well, in
sidewalk.
front of,
is
right
75
above the
feet long.
Franklin where you say you're demolishing a building and building new. And usually with that sort of thing, you're required to put in street trees. Yeah, about where that mouse was, but right above Franklin Avenue, you're right around in there. You know, so you're gonna need to figure out what sort of drop you're gonna have, because usually we reestablish a green space.
There's no existing green space on this sidewalk.
I understand that, but normally when you build a new building, you're asked to reestablish a green space. I'll
Yeah,
defer to
and-
Stephen on that, but
You know, you can, I mean, we wouldn't do a green space here on Franklin. There's no
But you
grass
could.
structure.
There would be conflict with the power lines there, so I don't think it would be possible.
there are trees that exist under power lines, sir.
All right, look, let me finish my thought. Basically, you're gonna be, what we do in these cases is, you'd have to have a step down. Because that, we're not gonna have the curve height, is gonna be like a max 7.5 inch reveal. So what would probably happen is you'd have, 5 to 6 feet against the building, and then there would be a step down, to a, you know, to like a 7-inch height or a 6-inch height, at the curb. Okay, so we're not going to do a 12. We wouldn't do a 12-inch reveal. So there'd be some kind of split level thing happening there. So, and then at the corner, you know, we need to work that out a little more and see what our slopes are. And see what we can do about all that to work with you there. So I think it's going to be a little more detailing on this, to get where we need to be.
Okay, how can we get in touch with you to work out these details?
I can connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I'll connect you with Louis via email.
Okay, great.
Ashley, can you make sure that we're included as well? Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so further review DPW Parks and Parkways. Any comments from Sewage and Water Board?
Oh, these are just awnings?
Well, it looks like they're talking about a lot of ramps and changes to the sidewalk as well for ADA access.
No, I don't have any comments. Just have to look out for any I see you have a sewer clean out and a water meter. Is that where there's a ramp going on Franklin Avenue?
Yes, that would be an elevated area. So we have to adjust the. So the sewer clean out and the water meter would have to be adjusted.
Okay, but it won't be blocked or anything won't be.
No, they can remain in the same location, just raised up.
Okay. That's all I have.
Jeremy, is there an issue with this utility pole in the proposed awning?
The utility pole I don't see an issue with, but I would like to see more details about the sidewalk, because we do have gas lines under there, and I just want to make sure that they would be okay.
Okay, so you want to be looped in on their updated plans?
Yes, please.
Okay. CPC, any comments?
No, no comments.
Thank you. All right, anybody else? Okay, thanks, Mr. Murray.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch with you on the follow-up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next item is number 3, and is I think a reconsideration from 2 weeks ago, so hopefully it's still somewhat fresh in our minds.
Yeah, this is for the ramp, railings, and outward swinging doors that's over the Forest Street right of way. And the municipal address is 2505 Washington Avenue.
Ashley, there are outward swinging doors on the Washington Street side for the dumpster.
Yeah, we wouldn't allow those outward swinging doors or outward swinging gate for dumpsters. So you would have to find a way to move those in the property line.
Noted. Thank you. And this is the applicant. So we're just coming back to you after incorporating the feedback that we received from you all a couple weeks ago with a reduced encroachment request. So if you zoom in there, you can see what we modified the ramp layout. So now we are asking for a 3.5 foot deep by 46 foot 3 inches long ramp and stair footprint. So a total of 162 square feet. And this allows for 8.5 feet from the edge of the proposed encroachment to the curb, as well as 5 foot clear for ADA, and then 3.5 foot landscaped easement where we could plant grass and any street trees that are required. We also modified the bike parking layout per the comments that we received along the Washington Avenue side. And I've made a note about the dumpster doors. We'll adjust that as well.
While Lewis is gathering his thoughts, in reference to the dumpster, usually you have a curb cut or something to get your dumpster to your whoever's picking it up. So I'm not sure whether you're going to have a curb cut or how you're going to get that over to the street to get it picked up. The other thing is you're going to need tree protection.
Yes.
Which is 1 foot for every inch of DBH, 1 foot radius. And those are about 30, so that's at least 30 feet.
Okay.
So I just want, so you might want to move your dumpster a little further. Well, wait a minute. Is that the end of your property line?
That is where the dumpster is. It's at the very far corner.
Okay, because I'm thinking that might be problematic. We'll have to have our arborist review as to what paving or how you're going to be able to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, Stephen, I don't know. I'm assuming you're going to have some tree planting on this.
Yeah, we're not showing any because I wasn't sure yet the extent or how many trees would be required, but there's certainly room for it. On the Washington Avenue side, I have a little bit of concern. I know you had mentioned last time that we would be required to plant live oak trees on the Washington Avenue side. That existing live oak tree on the Washington Avenue side has a pretty wide canopy. If you look at it on Google Street Views, you can see what I'm talking about. So I would be a little concerned about, that's where it's located in terms of the center of the tree trunk, but I'd be concerned about how much room there would be to plant another live oak tree, which would eventually have another large tree canopy. So that would be something we'd want to work out with you all.
Okay. Well, we'll be glad to work with you on that. But it's usually, if I don't know, somebody's scrolling faster than I can watch. But anyway, there may indeed be, or we'll go with a smaller tree. Usually, we like to go with the live oak to continue the canopy. So that I think there might be room. Just because that's the existing sidewalk doesn't mean it couldn't be moved, right? The crosswalk to the street where you have the bicycles.
Yeah, no, we can relocate that.
Okay. So, I mean, keeping that same configuration, but maybe squizzling it a little bit might give us a little bit more room to deal with that on your landscape plan.
Sure.
But I'm going to need, I'm going to need to see the tree protection before we go any further. Okay, and the resolution of the dumpster.
Okay.
All right. Generally, DPW's comments that followed, so that's good. There is one little concern that I didn't catch before. You need to show the existing catch basin that's on Ferret Street on the plans, and the sidewalk actually narrows as you go upriver from that catch basin. The street gets wider towards the towards Washington. So you do need to show that accurately, if only to get the landscaping plan right.
Okay.
So that's going to kind of squeeze your sidewalk, and you're not going to be able to plant basically beyond that catch basin anyway.
Okay.
We'd look at alternative compliance in that case.
Yeah, in terms of what's shown, I think it's fine. But I would like to review that once you have the current line corrected.
Sure.
Any other comments? LaJoyce, did you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had some from last time or not. Okay, all right. So we are going to take a 2-minute break for public comment, and then we're going to come back and vote on these 3 items, unless anybody has anything further on item number 3. Okay, everybody, the 2 minutes is up. So we have checked our real estate at NOLA.gov inbox, and we have not received any public comments. So we are going to go ahead and move forward with these items. For number one, I'm going to make a motion to withdraw based on inaccurate plans. Do I have a second?
Second,
All right, good. Seconded by DPW. Let's go ahead and vote. DPW,
aye.
real estate votes yes. HDLC,
Aye.
Parks and Parkways,
Aye.
Safety and Permits is absent. Sewage and Water Board,
Aye.
CPC,
Aye.
NORD.
Say aye.
Okay, so the motion carries. We're gonna go tell that person to submit some accurate plans. Item number 2. Hopefully I'm getting better at figuring out who wants further review. But my understanding was that this would be a motion of no objection, subject to further review by HDLC, DPW, and Parks and Parkways,
And energy.
and Entergy. Thank
Yes,
you.
and
Thank you, Ashley.
I'll second.
Second by HDLC. Roll call, DPW.
Aye.
Real estate votes yes. HDLC,
Aye.
Parks and Parkways,
Aye.
Sewage and Water Board,
Aye.
CPC, NORD.
Aye.
Okay, thanks. All right, the motion carries. Item number 3, motion of no objection, subject to further review by Parks and Parkways and DPW.
Second,
Seconded by DPW. I'm gonna go ahead and take roll call vote. DPW.
aye.
Real estate votes yes. HDLC,
Aye.
Parks and Parkways,
Aye.
Sewage and Water Board,
Aye.
CPC,
Aye.
NORD.
Aye.
Okay, so that carries as well. The representatives from each applicant, we will be in touch with you for follow-up with the appropriate departments. So, okay, we're getting better. 2:40. We're shooting for 30 minutes next time, you guys. We're gonna do
Got
it.
it.
All right, we're getting closer though. All right, we did get hung up with our extra plans on the first one. So, all right. Thank you much, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon. Wonderful Mardi Gras for those of you I don't see. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Jennifer. Bye.